After 60, these 4 vitamins are silently poisoning your body while doctors keep prescribing them, but 4 others hold the ancient secrets to reversing cellular damage. Stay until the end. The final vitamin will transform everything you think you know about aging. Toxic pills. My friend, let me share with you a profound truth that has emerged from years of deep study and observation. When we cross the threshold of 60 years, our body undergoes a fundamental transformation that modern medicine completely ignores. The supplements that once served us now become subtle poisons, while the nutrients we truly need remain hidden from our awareness. The first vitamin you must immediately eliminate from your life is synthetic vitamin E. Yes, the very supplement that millions of people over 60 take believing it will protect their heart. This synthetic compound, created in laboratories, disrupts your body's delicate balance in ways that natural alpha-tocopherol never would. It interferes with your body's ability to absorb the other 7 forms of natural vitamin E that exist in whole foods. But there is a deeper truth here that most people never understand. When you take synthetic vitamin E, you are choosing the illusion of health over genuine vitality. Your body recognizes this artificial compound as foreign, and your immune system must work overtime to process what should be simple nutrition. This creates chronic low-level stress that accumulates over time, weakening your foundation instead of strengthening it. Consider this carefully. Synthetic vitamin E can actually increase your risk of heart disease and stroke, the very conditions it claims to prevent. Studies involving thousands of people over 60 have shown that those taking synthetic vitamin E supplements had higher rates of cardiovascular problems than those taking nothing at all. This is not coincidence. This is your body rejecting what is unnatural. The second dangerous vitamin is vitamin A, in its synthetic retinol form, especially the high-dose varieties marketed to seniors. Your liver, after decades of faithful service, becomes less efficient at processing these mega doses of synthetic compounds. What was once protective becomes toxic, accumulating in your tissues and creating oxidative stress that ages you from within. Synthetic vitamin A interferes with your body's natural ability to process beta-carotene and other carotenoids from real food sources. When you flood your system with artificial retinol, you disrupt the elegant dance of nutrients that nature intended. Your body becomes confused, unable to distinguish between what it needs and what it must eliminate. Chemical warfare. The third vitamin that you must banish from your life is synthetic vitamin D3, particularly in the massive doses that many doctors prescribe without understanding the consequences. Yes, vitamin D is essential, but not in the isolated artificial form that comes in these megadose capsules. When you take synthetic vitamin D3 without its natural cofactors, vitamin K2, magnesium, and others, you create dangerous imbalances in your calcium metabolism. This leads to calcium deposits in your arteries and soft tissues while your bones remain deficient. The very supplement meant to strengthen your bones actually contributes to cardiovascular disease. But the deeper issue is this. Synthetic vitamin D3 teaches your body to become dependent on external sources, rather than developing its natural capacity to produce and utilize this hormone effectively. Your skin, when exposed to sunlight mindfully, produces not just vitamin D3, but a complex array of related compounds that work in perfect harmony. The fourth and perhaps most dangerous vitamin for those over 60 is synthetic folic acid. This artificial compound, found in most multivitamins, can actually mask serious deficiencies while creating others. Synthetic folic acid competes with natural folate for absorption, potentially leaving you more deficient than when you started. Synthetic folic acid has been linked to increased cancer risk in older adults because it can fuel the growth of precancerous cells that naturally develop as we age. Your body after 60 requires gentle, natural support, not aggressive synthetic compounds that override its wisdom. Moreover, synthetic folic acid interferes with your body's natural methylation processes, the fundamental biochemical reactions that determine how well you age at the cellular level. When these processes are disrupted, you experience fatigue, mental fog, and accelerated aging that no amount of other supplements can reverse. Nature's pharmacy. Now let me reveal the 4 vitamins that will transform your life after 60, but only when taken in their natural, whole food forms with proper understanding and intention. The first essential vitamin is natural vitamin C from whole food sources, not ascorbic acid tablets. True vitamin C comes with bioflavonoids, rutin, and dozens of other compounds that work together as nature intended. This complete complex strengthens your immune system, repairs your blood vessels, and supports your adrenal glands through the stresses of aging. When you take isolated ascorbic acid, you are getting only one component of the vitamin C complex, like trying to play a symphony with only one instrument. Your body must then rob other tissues of the missing components to make the vitamin functional, creating deficiencies elsewhere. Natural vitamin C from acerola cherry, camu camu, or rose hips provides complete nourishment that your cells recognize and utilize perfectly. The difference is profound. Natural vitamin C is absorbed slowly and remains in your tissues for hours, providing sustained antioxidant protection. Synthetic ascorbic acid creates a brief spike in blood levels, then is rapidly excreted, often causing digestive upset and providing minimal benefit. Your 60-year-old body deserves the real thing, not chemical imitations. The second crucial vitamin is natural vitamin B12 in its methylcobalamin form, but not from synthetic sources. True B12 comes from organic, grass-fed animal products or carefully prepared nutritional yeast. This vitamin becomes absolutely critical after 60 because your stomach acid production decreases, making absorption from food more difficult. But here is what most people miss. B12 deficiency doesn't just cause fatigue. It affects your brain function, your emotional stability, your ability to produce red blood cells, and even your capacity to maintain healthy nerve function. Many cases of depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline in people over 60 are actually undiagnosed B12 deficiencies. Ancient secrets. The third transformative vitamin is natural vitamin K2 in its MK7 form, derived from traditional fermented foods like natto. This vitamin is perhaps the most important and least understood nutrient for healthy aging. Vitamin K2 directs calcium away from your arteries and into your bones where it belongs. Without adequate K2, all the calcium you consume becomes dangerous, depositing in your arteries, heart valves, and kidneys while your bones remain weak and brittle. This is why so many people over 60 develop both osteoporosis and heart disease simultaneously. They lack the vitamin that orchestrates proper calcium metabolism. Natural vitamin K2 also activates proteins that regulate cell growth, potentially protecting against cancer. It supports brain health by preventing calcium deposits in neural tissue. When you understand K2's role, you realize that most age-related diseases stem from calcium being in the wrong places, and this vitamin is the conductor that directs the symphony of mineral metabolism. The fourth and most powerful vitamin for those over 60 is natural vitamin D3, but only when properly balanced with its cofactors and obtained through mindful sun exposure combined with high-quality cod liver oil. This is not a vitamin at all, but a hormone that regulates over 3,000 genes in your body. True vitamin D3 optimization requires understanding that it works in partnership with vitamin A, vitamin K2, magnesium, and other nutrients. When you take isolated D3 supplements, you create imbalances that can be harmful. When you obtain it naturally through sun exposure and traditional foods, it becomes the master regulator of your immune system, bone health, and cellular function. The key is moderation and balance. Brief, regular sun exposure without sunscreen, combined with traditional cod liver oil, provides D3 in the context of other nutrients that optimize its function. This approach strengthens your bones, balances your immune system, and supports healthy aging in ways that isolated supplements never can. Cellular revolution. Understanding these vitamins transforms your entire approach to aging. When you eliminate synthetic vitamins, you stop overriding your body's natural intelligence. When you embrace natural, whole food vitamins, you begin working with your cellular wisdom rather than against it. The difference becomes apparent within weeks. Your energy stabilizes instead of fluctuating wildly. Your mind becomes clearer because your neurons are receiving proper nourishment. Your immune system strengthens because it's not constantly fighting artificial compounds while trying to extract missing cofactors from your tissues. This is not about taking more supplements, it's about taking the right ones in the right forms. Quality over quantity, natural over synthetic, whole foods over isolated compounds. This philosophy extends beyond vitamins to every aspect of healthy aging. Your body after 60 has accumulated decades of wisdom at the cellular level. When you provide it with nutrients in the forms that nature intended, it remembers how to heal, how to regenerate, how to maintain vitality. But when you flood it with synthetic compounds, you interfere with this natural intelligence. Ultimate truth. The deepest truth is that vitamins are not the answer. They are simply tools to support the answer, which lies in your body's innate capacity to heal and thrive. After 60, this capacity requires more careful nurturing, more mindful choices, and deeper respect for natural law. When you eliminate synthetic vitamin E, A, D3, and folic acid, you remove obstacles to your body's natural function. When you embrace natural vitamin C, B12, K2, and properly balanced D3, you provide the tools your cells need to express their highest potential. This is not supplementation, this is restoration of natural function. The transformation that awaits you extends far beyond physical health. When you align your choices with natural wisdom, every aspect of your life begins to flow more harmoniously. You develop trust in your body's intelligence, confidence in your ability to age gracefully, and peace, knowing that you are working with nature rather than against it.